Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
3rd and short, you see it a lot, Jesse. Bringing more bodies to the line of scrimmage, trying to get the stop, force a 4th down. But here's the problem, right? Once you get past that first wave, where's the bodies?
That's a good point. This running back, he's got the ability to make one dude miss or run through tackles to get into that second level. And once he gets there, he's got the speed to take it into the end zone. That's exactly what you saw. Aggressive play call, knowing the defense was ready for it, and still they couldn't stop him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Moore. Spits it out to the back. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting a completion.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short field. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're gonna make it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Moore. Looking to the big tight end. And he's still running after the move. Smashes through the tackle. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dante Moore throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They'll send the back in motion. Austin Mack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Mack. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Throwing Mack. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Cradles it at the 35. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Moore throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Moore to the air. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Hill. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Mack, here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. And what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're facing a 3rd down. Austin Mack unloads it left. He makes a catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go back to the ground. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Pressure coming. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Ninja. Mustang.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Throwing Mack. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercept it. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Mack. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Rushes on him, buying some time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ready, ready. Hawkeye. Magic. Bow. Ruby.
Mack from the gun on third down. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying.